Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily and I am It All Started With a Blog on YouTube and on Instagram. I will link the Instagram page down below for you all. And I talk about things to do with Disney, I go on Disney trips, I give all my tips and tricks for Disney, and hopefully you guys will really enjoy the video that's about to come up. My Disneyland Paris trip, I think when this video goes live, will be 27 days away. So yeah, it's all very exciting. I can't wait, and I've got a lot of things due to be happening on this big Disney trip. So yeah, I can't wait to share it with you all. I'm going to be vlogging it on my new camera and I'm just very excited. As you can see by the title of this video, this is a bucket list video. Now, I already did a bucket list when I first booked the Disney trip back in July. But the bucket list has become a lot more extensive and things have changed a little bit, so I'm just updating the bucket list. Next week's video is going to be a Disneyland Paris The Plans video. Again, I did one of these when I first booked the trip, but things have also changed since then as well. So we've made a couple of changes to our holiday, and I want to be able to show you guys what it is that we are doing when we go on the trip. So the plans video will be coming next week. I've really got to try to make sure that I don't ruin next week's video by explaining the plans while doing the bucket list. I've just got to do bucket list and that's it, so we'll see how that goes. Without further ado, here we go. This is my Disneyland Paris April 2019 bucket list. So there are a few different restaurants, quick service restaurants, that we would like to eat at. So we've got Toad Hall for the double fish and chips. We've got Fuente del Oro for all of the Mexican themed stuff that they do. We've got Bella Notte, just because I don't think I've ever been in there. And then they've got the Fantasia Gelati place next door. That little bit opposite Small World. That looks really beautiful. And Casey's Corner. Obviously, you've got to get a Casey's hot dog when you're in Main Street. So those are the four quick service places that we'd really like to go to. Ryan went to Toad Hall last time when I was unwell. He got his double fish and chips and absolutely loved it. So that's a new thing that I'd like to try. And we've been to Fuente del Oro together, but I'd like to get some churros, that would be good. Another one of the food sort of style bucket list ideas is Victoria's, which is the last thing you see on the right hand side as you're going towards the castle, down Main Street. It's opposite Casey's Corner. And Victoria's, I think it's called something like Victoria's Home Style Cafe or something like that. They're doing Mickey shaped waffles covered in stuff like Nutella or honey and banana, I think is one, and just dusted sugar, that sort of stuff. So the Mickey shaped waffles are a massive thing in America, but aren't really a thing in Paris unless you're in the club level breakfast. So yeah, I'm excited to try a Mickey waffle. Also food related is to try and get a Dole Whip. Now, it's not officially a Dole Whip in Paris. It's actually called a pineapple float, I believe, and you can get them in Adventureland in the kind of Aladdin style section. And it'd be really interesting to try them. People say that they're very nice. Even the Paris version's not even the traditional kind of American version. So I would like to try one to see what it's like. I might hate it, but at least then I'll know if I like a Dole Whip or not. And last but not least, in the food section, buy some Goofy candy. Now, the Goofy candy is like one of those traditional things that you get in all the sweet shops in Disney. You get these big packets of sweets with Goofy on the front, but everyone always raves about them. But I'm not entirely convinced I remember ever having some. So I'm going to get some of them as well to try out. I promise not all of my bucket list is food related. It helps because food is good. So up next are two quite obvious things on the bucket list, but they are definitely things that we both would like to do. And number one, this is Ryan's one, is watch Illuminations. As I've said before, I could miss Illuminations and I wouldn't be bothered about it. But Ryan wants to see it, and obviously that's fine. We're going to watch Illuminations one night. And I want to watch the parade because I haven't actually seen the main parade for many, many, many years. I watched the Halloween one when we went last October, and I didn't see any when we went last January. But it's a really good way of seeing all the characters, and I really like the Stars on Parade music that they have this year, so I'm very excited to see that and see all the cool floats, and actually to see it in person rather than just on YouTube. Next up, I would love to see Mickey and the Magician again. I've seen it, Ryan hasn't seen it yet, and it's a beautiful, beautiful show. I don't really do shows when it comes to Disney. I just think I would much rather be queuing for another ride than sitting for half an hour in a theatre. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just really critical of shows. They have to be really good for me to go, yeah, we'll definitely see that again. Ryan always likes watching the car stunt show in the studios, and I'm just a bit like, I've seen it once, it's fine. But Mickey and the Magician was amazing when I saw it, and I really, really enjoyed it and would definitely see it again. And I just want Ryan to see it, so that's definitely on my list too. So, new attraction time. I haven't seen PhilharMagic. From what I know, you go in and it's a little show and it's something to do with Donald and a hat maybe. And it's like an 4D experience, and it's just a little show like that. Now, to me, that's the sort of show that I'd like to do, because it's like more of an attraction than just a theatre show with people singing. So I'm really interested to go and see that, and Ryan hasn't done it either. Neither of us have done it in the Florida parks. So we're really excited to go and experience a new attraction together that neither of us have ever done. This one is a big one for me. It's really big. If I don't do this, it might be the most disappointing. So I would really like to, on my birthday, on the Monday, ride Big Thunder Mountain as the fireworks go off. I've seen a lot of vloggers do this, some by accident, some because they definitely planned it, and I would really, really like it if I could do that, because I think it would be so special. I don't want to watch illuminations on my birthday, I'm not fussed about it, but I think it would be amazing to go on one of my favourite rides as the beautiful fireworks are going off in the distance. I'd really love to do that. I just think it would be a really cute way to end a very special birthday in Disney. So we get there on the Saturday, and our first park day is Sunday, and I found out that there's a little shop that I've never actually been to that's only open on weekends. So on the Sunday we've got to get there and get in, and it's the Pueblo Trading Post, which is in Frontierland, and they have this collection of cute rare pins, and I'd really love to go there just to explore more than anything. But I just want to see it, because I'm not sure I've ever noticed that it's there. So that's definitely on my bucket list too. There is a new set of books that Disney have released, which is like an iconic attractions book set, where you basically get to see how iconic attractions in the parks were built and refurbished, and the history behind them, and what Walt wanted, and all that sort of stuff. And I know that there's definitely a Pirates of the Caribbean one, which is the one that I would probably want to go for. Equally, I'd want to go for Phantom Manor, but I don't think it's actually going to be open when we're there, which is such a shame. But Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favourite rides, so I would definitely want to go for that book. I'm also going to be on the lookout for pins, because I've realised I haven't bought a Disney pin for a very long time. And I used to have, there's a big thing up on my wall over there, which is like a big lanyard with all the pins going down it, like you would for pin trading. I'm not interested in pin trading, because actually I like all the pins that I have, and I have them for a reason. But I might buy another one. If I see one that I like, I might think, okay, let's just spend it, let's buy the pin and have a little memory of what a great trip this is going to be. I will also be on the lookout for some Pandora charms. Now, Disneyland Paris do Disney exclusive charms and Disneyland Paris exclusive charms. Now, I'm not going to unnecessarily spend my money on a Pandora charm. If there's one that I absolutely adore and I think I need that in my life, then yeah, I will get it. But I'm not going to get one if I don't absolutely love it, because they are expensive. They are about €60 each, and that money could go onto something a little bit more useful, you know. So yeah, I am going to be on the lookout for them. They do have a Pandora shop now in the studios, and they have a little section in the Disneyland park, and they have a section in the Disneyland hotel shop as well. So I'm going to be going around and having a look at them, but I can't necessarily commit to buying one. But my bucket list item is find the Pandora charms. This next one is quite funny, because it's actually inspired by Luke and Rich from Eleanor Dreaming, if you guys have watched them. If you haven't, I thoroughly recommend doing it. They are my favourite vloggers. I absolutely adore watching them. So I'll link their channel and their Instagram down below for you all. But Luke and Rich, every time they go to Disneyland Paris, they have to find the warm wall. And when I first watched it, I thought, what are you chatting about? But it turns out that on the castle, if you go down right to the bottom of the castle, to kind of almost underneath the bridge, the drawbridge, there's a wall which, when you touch it, is really warm. And they can't decide why. I mean, we don't know if it's because there's like a pipe behind it, or if it's just because that's where the sun hits it the most and it warms it up. I have no idea. But there's a warm wall on the castle. So I need to find the warm wall. That's on my bucket list. The other thing that I need to find is the little statues of Carl and... what's his name? Russell. Carl and Russell from Up. Because they are in Adventureland, where the little lake river bit is in Adventureland, and me and Ryan tried to find it on our first trip and we couldn't. But since then I've seen so many people in vlogs go, oh look, it's Carl and Russell from Up, and I just think, where are you looking? I can't find it at all. If you know an exact location, please comment down below and let me know, or send me an Instagram DM, because I'm at a complete loss. I've no idea where it is. And I've looked all around that lake, so I thought, and I can't find it. So that's going to be part of our treasure hunt, to try and find Carl and Russell. So my last 3 on my bucket list are actually meet and greets, so characters that I'd like to see when I'm there. Of course I have my traditional ones, so I haven't put meet Winnie the Pooh on my bucket list, because I already know that I'm going to do that. I mean, Winnie the Pooh is a traditional meet for me because he's my fave. And chances are we'll go and meet Mickey, and we'll meet some characters in Extra Magic Hours if we get the chance to. And occasionally Remy and Emile come out in the studios. So they are definitely going to be something that we're going to have to run to if we find out. For those of you that don't know, if you are going to Disney, definitely follow ED92 on Twitter and Instagram and put post notifications on, particularly on Twitter, because they give you updates of characters that are out just for a random meet and greet, which is how you find out if someone like Remy or Emile is out. So yes, if Remy and Emile are out, that's definitely on our bucket list. Meet Marie, that's on my list. I've never actually met Marie, but I watched Aristocats a few weeks ago and I really loved it, and I thought, you know what, now I get why people want to meet Marie, because she's kind of cute. So meet Marie would be quite nice. Also Merida, I watched Brave a few weeks ago, and if Merida is out, which she occasionally is in Frontierland, she pops up and does a little meet and greet. If she's out, that would be awesome, because she was pretty cool in Brave, to be fair. So yeah, it'd be really cool to meet her. And the last one that I would really love to meet is Mary Poppins. I absolutely love Mary Poppins. It's my mum's favourite Disney film, and it's always been a big part of our lives. She's usually standing outside Studio One in the Walt Disney Studios. She's in her Jolly Holiday outfit, the white and the red and the really floaty dress and the cute hat. So I'd really, really love to meet her, particularly if she was with Bert in his kind of candy striped suit. It would be a wonderful meet and greet. And I just want to do a special mention to an item on my bucket list which was on there but has now been removed. I had on my bucket list to find a Spirit jersey. It ended up being removed because, firstly, I heard reports that actually you'll be spending 60 or 70 euros on a Spirit jersey, but actually they're not that great a quality. For those of you that might follow Frankie Dare on Instagram and YouTube, she posted a video of her going at Christmas, and she basically was saying that it felt like you could have bought it at Primark, which is fine. I mean, I buy a lot of things at Primark. This is Primark. I find nothing wrong with Primark, but if you're spending 60 or 70 euros, you wouldn't do that at Primark for a jumper. So yeah, I just feel like I'm going to take it off the list, because if it's not worth the quality, I don't want to go hunting for one. If I happen to find one, obviously I'll go check it out. But I've taken it off the list because also there's a lot of people like fighting for Spirit jerseys. And I don't want one that much that I'm willing to fight somebody for it. And also I do have another reason why I don't need a Spirit jersey. I'm basically getting my own one made. But you're not going to see it until we go to Disney and I take a cute Instagram with it in front of the castle. So yeah, you're not going to get to see it before the actual trip, but it is a wonderful, wonderful design by a wonderful lady who has kindly made one for me for my Disney trip. And it cost a fraction of the price that it would have done in Disney. I will still go and see them if I find them in Disney fashion when we are there, or potentially in one of the other shops, just to see what they're like and just so I can touch one. Well, that's it. That's my Disney bucket list, and hopefully I'll take this little checklist with me and tick it off once I've done it. Obviously I'll keep you all updated as we vlog the trip, but I've got a lot of things to achieve on what's going to be a jam-packed trip. I am so excited, and I think I'm most excited because I just want this to be so much better than the last trip after all the disasters that we had last time. And I'm really excited to make this what should be the best trip. Thank you all for joining me on this wonderful experience, and I will see you all next week for the next vlog.